We're gonna hit in here. I've detected up there before on the hill. Never been down here before. It's a bit of a gathering of rocks over here in the wooded area. I'm gonna hit along here too, down in this grass area. Around this tree too, seems to be some sort of an old rope and a hook in there too, maybe from a swing or something like that. Alright, hopefully we can get some silver today. I'm going to try to hit a couple of spots that I haven't detected before, and hopefully we can strike something. I came below this tree, had the hook on it, went right below, had like an 848. Sounded really good, large target. Dug it down, expecting a pipe or something like that. Guess what I got? A gun, and it's intact. What is it with guns? Me and Duke have been out in a couple of other digs. We got quite a few gun parts, handle and everything else. Man, that's a sweet one. This is the first one I've ever found, and it's missing that piece right there. The trigger part. As you guys can see, it's a little dark here. I apologize for that. Let's see if I can move it a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. That's cool. The kid's gone. Good way to start. Awesome. Got a little bit of design around it. You guys can see. I gotta clean this up after. That handle's pretty normal. I've seen a bunch of these handles before. It's got like a bullhorn head or something on it. So anyway, cool. Virgin spot where I am right now. Never been down here before. Found the silvers on the hill just to my left. Well, I've just been following this area right down here. Right behind me, it seems to just go along there. It ends there. So I ended up working my way back. I detected on this side. When I came back, I did this side. I just dug a good signal. It's the only one along this length so far. And it's right down there. I don't know if it's a coin or a button. Let you guys have a closer look at it. Let's pull it out and see. It's about large cent size. And that looks like exactly what it is. Looks like a large cent. See if I can get just something off it. No. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Oh, there we go. Oh, it looks like this could be a trade token. Looks like it's in pretty good condition. Look at the very bottom. I'm gonna clean that up with some water and see what it says. It could say, I'm not sure what it is. Let me clean it up, and I'll show you guys shortly. I'll be right back. It is a Colonies token. I got to be careful with these. These can bring in some good money if they're the rare ones. There's the front end. Above my finger here it says Colonies. It's hard to see now, but when it's wet you can see it a little bit more. And then Commerce is at the bottom. On the other side there's a boat. You guys can see it there. I believe these are about between 1912 and 1920. So that's going to go away safely. I'm going to clean it up a little bit carefully a little bit later on when I get home, and we'll see if it's got any value to it. Looks like it's in good shape, that's for sure. It's at least 200 years old. Great, second target of the day. Let's keep moving. Looks like I got my first silver of the day. It's still in the hole. You guys can see it right in the corner there. It looks like a dime size. Let's see if we can get it out. Feels thin. It's like a George. Let's check the date on it. $1944. Nice early start on the silver front. Got a token, got the gun, I got the silver. That's not too bad. I've been here about half an hour, 35 minutes. That's sweet. My headphones last week died. They're the Grey Ghost Deep Woods. I was gonna buy another set. Carlos fixed them for me. He redid the clips and tweaked it. He tweaked the headphones in a way where the silver stands out a little bit more than the copper does. A lot of the copper pennies in my neck of the woods in Canada and the silver, they ring through pretty much the same. There's only a very, very, very slight tone difference. So he's made some adjustments to increase the sound between the copper pennies and the silver. I noticed it on this one. So hopefully it's going to increase my silver count, which is, I'm already doing really good this year already. But there you go, first one, 1944. Well, I had another good sounding signal right here. It was hitting pretty high again. We're looking at that 748, 848. I dug down, it didn't come up as a surface target. There's nothing in the hole itself. So I poked around in the plug a little bit and I saw something right through here. Can you guys see that? It looks like a ring. It looks like it's silver. Wow, look at that one. That's a pretty heavy duty ring. Nice and chunky. Look at the stone on that sucker. Wow. That's huge. That's a nice score. That's obviously silver. I don't need to look for the hallmark. But wow, look at that. Look at that stone in there. Unreal. I'm going to clean this up when I get back to the car. We'll do a roundup. And I'll show you guys if there's a hallmark inside. I'll show you guys that. But it's definitely silver. Nice score. Definitely one of the most interesting rings I've ever found. Well, I'm beside this little hill here. A lot of rocks, a lot of debris in there. Had a pretty good signal in here. I was kind of running after it a little bit. It was in here. That it was, I went all over the place, but I ended up getting a half decent signal in here, and as you can see, that's a pretty giant belt buckle, or a buckle. Not sure what it's for. But that's pretty big. It's brass. It's heavy. It's not a bad score. Relic. Saved. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it. Alright, let's keep moving, guys. Well, naturally, it sounded like a penny signal. Dug the plug, guess what I got? Another silver, right in here. Looks like it's an Elizabeth, young one. Yeah, probably in the late 50s, 60s, somewhere in there. 1960. Second silver. Just going real slow in this area that I am right now. Not too far from where I found that ring that you saw last. 2 silvers. Let's get another one. My favorite number is 3, so if I can get 3, then I'm good. Well, I had another really good sounding signal. Again, I'm getting quite a few of those really, really high tones today. So far, it's worked out. This one again, 747, 847, all up there, up to 1047. I've already dug the plug. It's in the plug itself. It's not in the hole. So we'll do a live on this. We'll see what it is. I'm pretty sure it's silver, but it could be a piece of copper pipe or a toy, one of those toy cars. They're horrible for giving out those high tones. But I'm feeling pretty confident on this. Let's see what it is. Shallow. Could be a ring. Right here, you can see something just a little bit poking through. Right there. It's a ring or a coin. Nope, neither. It's a button thing, I think, or a cap of something. Ah, geez. Oh well. This happens to the best of us. Hitting really good. It's a small pinpoint area. It's not a ring or a coin. It's a button type thing. Nothing of value, that's for sure. Anyway, that's what happens. Let's keep moving. I've just come around that corner there, around this tree. I have a pretty good signal. It's not in the hole, it's in the plug, so let's do a live on this. Hopefully we can get some silver, but who knows? Penny, silver, let's find out. That looks like silver to me. Yep, sure is. Looks like it could be a quarter. Yeah, it's a quarter silver. George, take your guess on the date. Looks like it's in really good condition. Doesn't look like it's been in circulation for too long. I'm gonna say 40, 49. $50. Missed it by 1 year. We'll show you this in the roundup. All right, guys, not too long now. Another 5-10 minute walk to the vehicle and I'll be done for the day. All right, guys, dig's over. We're going to do a little bit of a wrap up here. I have cleaned most of these items prior to this roundup so we can have a look at them. Let's start with the buckle. That was the buckle that you guys saw in the video. I did clean it up. It is heavy. It's substantial too. It's going on about 3 inches long there. The pin looks iron. As you can see, it's all rusted out. That was a pretty nice find. It wasn't that deep. There's no writing on it, no engraving, no nothing. So just a basic buckle. The gun. This gun came out pretty good. I did give it a really good cleaning under the top. This mechanism still works here, so you guys can see. It says Smoky on it. I'm guessing maybe 50s, 40s, 50s, kid's gun. Unfortunately, there is a ding in it right here, and it looks fresh, so it means that I've hit it. It's tough when you dig signals like this. You want to keep the plug relatively small. The pinpoint was coming in small, so I figured it was a coin. Little did I know, it was a nice gun in one piece. So I ended up dinging that. Both sides are the same, as you can see. That's a nice relic. You could just imagine some kid running around in the 50s or 40s with this in the woods with his buddies. This is full metal, no plastic on it whatsoever. It's got some weight to it. It's too bad you couldn't really go out and buy those anymore, I don't believe. This one you guys saw, this one hit pretty good. I don't know if that's the way you spell sake or not, but it's just a threaded cap off something, not sure what. There's a steel bar. You guys didn't see this come out of the ground. That was coming up pretty good too. That doesn't seem like it has very much age to it. Simple nut, good sounding signal too. There's a piece of lead. This hit down where the large sense hit. On the E-track, you're looking around that 32 to 34 on the conductivity level. So I dug it hoping it was a large cent, but it's not. Piece of lead. Here's another little thing here. This looks like it might be a piece of a gun as well, but I'm unsure. Metal's kind of disintegrating, so probably a combination of copper and iron. On the coin front, quite a few copper pennies were dug. This is normal pretty much with any site that you dig at. There's a few oldies in here too. Got a couple of wheats, got some really good 1950s. There's a 1950, that's in pretty good shape too. There's your wheatie right there. Other than that, just a mixture of stuff. On the ring front, I cleaned this up. This came out really, really well. As you guys can see there, it is silver. The bottom's still round, which is great. On the hallmarks, there's nothing inside the band at the top here, but there is two little stamps there. I think one of them says 925. I couldn't accurately make them out. There's another one on that side too. So I'm not sure what they say. Looks like it's a little bit older. It's a nice ring, it's good size, very intricate. Never really dug anything that looks quite like that. On the silver front, on the coins, there's that quarter. This was the 1950 that you saw. This ended the dig. It allowed me to get to 3 silvers for the day. So that one's not in bad condition at all. That was at the base of a large tree. Those are my favorite spots to detect, are around trees like that. You tend to find a lot of garbage, but if you go slow, you can usually pick out the high tones. If you have an E track in particular, you can hear all the tones if you put it in multi. That's a good coin, and also 2 more silvers here as well. I believe this is the 1960. Yeah, this was the first silver that I pulled out today. Oh shoot. As you can see, dates there. This is a young Elizabeth. That was the first silver. This was the second one on the coin front. There's George. This was 1944. I've been to this site on a couple of occasions in the past, and I was pulling out 44 coins as well. So I'm not a little surprised on that one. That's cool. And the token that I mentioned to you guys, I did clean it up. I didn't go harsh on it. The top word that starts with an S and ends in an S says ships. The second word is colonies, and the bottom word is commerce. On the other side is the ship, as you guys can see there. It's a nice token. It's in pretty good condition. These tokens were usually produced pretty thin. They really degrade very quickly in the ground, especially if there's any acidity in the soil. This one survived. It's in the back of the woods, as you guys saw on the this bit of a walkway there. This is dated from, there's no date actually on it, but I believe I read about 1830 to 1835. This one was out. So I've found many of these tokens from this time period. This is the first one with this on it. Price-wise, about $45. It's not super rare, but I've been detecting for quite some time north of the border, and I've found quite a few tokens, but none like this. So other than that, guys, that's about it. The ring, silvers, token, copper cents, this, that, and the other. I was out there for a couple hours, maybe 3 hours at max, and then it got pretty hot and the mosquitoes were really coming out. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me on this dig. Appreciate you guys coming along, and please subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys have any suggestions on my videos or anything you'd like to see me upload or create, just let me know. I'm pretty open to stuff like that. Whatever you guys like, I can accommodate that.